Alright. Alright, yeah. I'm gonna wait until I see the stream pop up. Alright, here we go. I see us. Okay, this is Quest for Glory 2. It's basically your old Sierra adventure puzzle game, but it comes with a class-based system and a character sheet, so it throws in some elements of Western RPG, but that can change some stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and put in my name here. The specific category I'm doing is Fighter 100%. I'll talk about what 100% means, but first take a look at this character sheet. They give me 50 points to attribute to these base stats. The maximum of any one stat is 200. So I'm going to set weapon use to 105. Then with my remaining 15 points, I will spend 10 to learn magic and an additional 5 to start it at 5. So 5 magic, 105 weapon use. Those are my stats. If you're familiar with the EGA version of Quest for Glory 2, then it offers a simplified city layout, and I'm going to be using that because it's faster. So, oh, spam your baby rages. Okay, but yeah, we start time on start game. So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, we start off at this inn in the city of Shapir, and we've basically just traveled here from the city of Spielberg, but the first thing we're going to do is go straight to the money changer to get some money, because we have foreign money. We have Spielberg gold coins, so no good here. We need to change them to Shapirian dinars. And I take my 150 gold coins, exchange it for 105 dinars. It's actually possible to get more. The exchange rates suck, but it's not worth the detour. So I'm going to buy this brass lamp here, go down here. I got to buy rations here. I don't think I need these, but it's safer. I won't starve to death. Let's see. Components. I got to ask about a bunch of things. Fire. Yeah, components, fire, earth, incense. So, yeah, asking about fire and earth gave me points. Asking about incense allows me to buy it. And I'm going to buy some of these pills. Healing pills, vigor pills. I only need one. Mana pills. And then the poison cure pills are worthless, but I get points for buying them. So, oops. So let's talk about what 100% actually means. In the Quest for Glory community, we define 100% as becoming a paladin at the end of the game and ending the game with full puzzle points. So in the upper right, every time I do certain things I get points. That needs to end the game at 550. I forgot to start my local timer. Oh well. I'll just retime this later. Let's see. Yeah, specific events happen on specific days. So after that day 1, I go over here, and I need to listen to the poet speak here because I get points for that. Yeah, this game's gonna take place over the course of like 20 days or so. I get points for listening to the poet. And then I'm going to leave the inn because it is night of day 3. I gotta do this 160 times. I'm counting, promise. in my head. $73. $90. $130. Alright, safety save here, because I have accidentally killed myself doing this before. So, unfortunately this is a necessary part of the run, because the fighter, in order to get full puzzle points, has to be strong enough to do certain activities, and so in order to do that, I have to train my strength. The best way to do that is throwing rocks. And since the best place to do that is in the desert, I do that at night so that I don't drink through all my water. But I have to throw a whole lot of rocks, like 1,600 or so. Each click of picking up rocks gave me like 10. And this isn't as long as it appears. Like, this whole training sequence takes like 5 or 6 minutes. Okay, I'm so exhausted. I have to keep an eye out for that, because if I become too exhausted to throw rocks, I still keep throwing them, but it takes away from health instead. If I miss that message that says I'm exhausted, I risk exercising myself to death. That's not something I want. And it has happened before. I have a blooper clip of that somewhere. So let me talk about the specific goal I have. My strength started at like 70 or 80 or so. I need it to be 130. I also need for agility and vitality to be high enough that my stamina ends up about 110 or higher. This is for something that's going to happen on day 8. I don't specifically need it to train for combat. I'm already strong enough to handle most combats. My starting stat, I pumped weapon use up to 105. That gets me a double swing maneuver in combat, and that's pretty much all I need. At least on this skill level. I set it to easiest because, like, harder skill levels just require more training and the ability to dodge things. I'm checking my stamina just to be sure. Yeah, I always get paranoid that I've missed a message, that I'm too exhausted. That's not something I want to miss. But yeah, this is the only real bit of training here. Once I get my strength up here, I'm pretty much gonna shoot through the rest of the game. Almost. There's certain bits that might be slower than others. We'll see them as they come up. Looking for that too exhausted message. Yeah. I do specifically want to train in the desert at night. I specifically mentioned that. If I train during the day, then I end up... Fat view. Yeah, if I train during the day, I end up drinking through my water, and I actually risk dying by dying of thirst. So do this at night. It's safer. And since I'm already going to be up at night on day 3 anyways, listening to the poet, that's what I do. This shouldn't take too much longer, probably one more rest. Oh yeah, you can see the stars have constellations there. The stars in the hand. The astrologer says important things happened. The dark hand signifies oppression. Okay, and yeah, as you can see, I stayed up all night throwing rocks. It's daytime now. I used to be able to go through this whole sequence faster. Maybe I'm resting too often. I don't know. Okay, let's check stats. Strength's good, stamina good. So I'm done training. Anyways, there's nothing to do on day 4, so I'm going to skip to day 5 where there is the fire elemental. Yeah, I have to defeat this thing or else it will destroy the city. So incense to lure it away from the plaza, lamp so that I can capture it, water to weaken it. Bam, it's dead. Well, captured. And then the next thing I do is on day 7. So on day 7, I'm going to leave here. The beggar is out here. I get points for giving him 1 centime, but then I need to give him more money because it gives me another 5 points that I might miss. Then I need to come here and listen to Omar talking. You're not going to see any puzzle points from this one, but it's a necessary condition for becoming a paladin, so you need to listen to him speak. Okay, that's the last line of dialogue, and you'll notice he left his purse behind, but there's no way to give it to him. I come here to get the reward, and then I leave again. And now I sleep until day 8. We can see that the air elemental is here now, so I'm going to need a way to deal with it. So I'm going to talk to this guy, tell him that I need his bellows. Alright, let's talk about this for a little bit. This is what I specifically trained strength for, because it's possible to slam him down before he's ready, but I've never been able to do that in any consistent manner. The only thing I've been able to do consistently is be strong enough to outlast him. And so that basically means I need 120 strength and 160 stamina, or 130 strength and 110 stamina, or 150 strength and 50 stamina. 130 strength is the easiest one to beat. But yeah, I'm just gonna be at this until his energy wears out. It's kind of dumb. But I need his bellows to capture the air elemental. Well, there's other ways to get those bellows, but I have to specifically beat him at arm wrestling to get full points. Yeah, my magic's no good here. And then I also need something else here. I need to ask him about air elemental for points and Fuller's Earth so that I have a way to weaken the thing. But also while I'm here, I'm going to buy the Dazzle spell since I know magic. Having done all that, I come here, and bam, I'm so good at throwing I can do it right down the funnel, bam, and use the bellows to capture it. Having done that, the next activity is night 11. So let's see, this is night 8. This is night 9. This is night 10, just to be safe. And I will be talking to the poet Omar again. Oh, I need to hold the escape key to make this go fast. No? I guess escape key's not working right now. Yeah, he prattles off some stuff. But I just needed to... Oh, I'm so glad I remembered this. I have to give him back his purse. If I don't do that, I can't become a paladin. I invalidate the run. It is now day 12 and there is an earth elemental attacking the city. So, okay, first things first. I'm gonna need to buy the cloth bag from this guy. And I don't specifically need the water skin here, but I think it'll make things a little safer. Alright, so I'm gonna go around this room. I'm gonna ask him about Paladin, and the fighter is supposed to use his magic sword to get the flame he needs to beat the earth elemental. Ask you about monster. Oops. And then I need to look at this board to see that the magic shop owner needs Whirl of Dervish. I can't collect Whirl of Dervish unless I know he needs it. So now I'm gonna go look for a fight here. Earth elemental's around here somewhere. This is random. Here we go, there he is. And this is the first thing I use magic for. Because my flame dart spell can also hurt him. Although I can't use it in close combat, both because I have a shield and because my magic is so bad I'm gonna miss him anyways. But that's okay. It allows me to get a few extra hits in. And this is actually pretty significant because this earth elemental runs away a lot, but since I'm using flame dart, I'm 2-cycling him instead of 3-cycling. Come on, you. You know you wanna. Okay, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Alright, so I need the cloth bag to contain it, and I've defeated Rocky for good. While I'm here, I'm gonna talk to the astrologer, tell him about my past, and then that's setting up something for later. I'm gonna go back to the guild hall. I need to return his sword immediately, or else I do not become a paladin. So having done that, now I need to go visit the enchantress Aziza. Because I'm gonna go out into the desert and do some stuff, and I need her knowledge before the game will actually let me. She asked me some questions, and a paladin has to be polite to her, so I don't know how much of this dialogue I can actually skip. I have to ask her about tree, escape to skip, say goodbye, and we're done. I'm out here now, and this guy's out here, so I'm gonna need to buy a Saurus from him. Oh, I'm hoping to run into some combat out in the desert. Hopefully. Okay, but first things first, I go left to this griffin nest. I'm gonna pick up the rock here, get the feather, get back on the Saurus, 3 screens down, and then I need to see this beast to know that I need Dispel Potion for it. The sound of water echoes in my ears. That's a bad sign because it means my water skin's empty. This is actually poor luck that I'm not running into any combat here, but that's alright because I need a little water. I need to ask him about beasts, and then I need to get Whirl of Dervish. I'm not on webcam, dear. My stamina is okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's good. Scorpion is one that I want to see. So here's another thing about the fighter. They get points for fighting each monster once. Which means I'm gonna have to fight one of everything. There's like 5 monsters in the desert for me to look out for. The Scorpion's one of them. It's like... The Scorpion's not too bad. If his tail hits me, it's instant death, but his tail's not gonna hit me. Oh, and I asked the apothecary about components earlier so that I would know that I need to take the scorpion's tail. Because I get points for looting its tail. I don't actually get points for selling it though, which is kind of weird. Anyway, here's this tree, so I'm going to tell it about myself, but my communication skill sucks. So I'm just going to keep clicking until I'm good at communicating what I want to say. Which is kind of silly. Alright, she rotates her crops. Give her some earth. Tell about earth elemental, say Julinar, hug her. That's a lot of points. I get the fruit of compassion. And then, oopsie. And then Soros is going to take me back to the city. That's why I had this thing with me in the first place. Anyways, with the fruit of compassion and the feather, I can now go to the apothecary, tell him about the beast that I saw, ask him to make me a dispel potion with the 2 things I just got. I go back out here, and then 1, 2, 3. Alright, I'm gonna go back to this beast. Aha, brigand. This is good. Brigands can only show up during the daytime, so if I'm gonna fight this thing, I basically want to fight him right now. There's 1 monster that shows up only during the day, 2 that only show up at night, and 2 that can show up at any time. This guy only shows up during the day. So that's 2 monsters down. I need 3 more. Ouch. I'm gonna do a safety save here, just in case I mess this up. Give this guy some water, so that he's distracted while I grab some hair off his tail. I need some of his hair to finish the dispel potion. Give him some potion, and he's out. Alright, that's all I need to do for now. I'm gonna return to the city and go on to the next day. Day 12 is like the most involved day. So I'm gonna sleep until day 14. I return the sword, and the purse. So on day 14, the water elemental is gonna appear. She's the last of the elementals. And by far the easiest to deal with. Put a water skin on the ground, and then sweep her off her feet. Bloosh! Now that she's done, these people will give me a pin for free. I'm gonna come here and ask them about my future, get points for that. And then the next thing is on night 15. Because after I've defeated the Earth Elemental, at the Adventurers Guild, notes have been getting stuck on there saying, hey, we're keeping an eye on you, and then finally they say, come over here during night 15. And I'm going to do a safety save here, because it's entirely possible for me to lose this battle. I don't think I will. But yeah, the Eternal Order of Fighters, they're going to give me a test. So I've been locked up in chains, so I gotta break out of the chains. I must not be that strong. Uh-oh, there's a guy with a sword. I gotta get out, get out. Okay, I gotta dodge right. Boom. And then I'm now using an unfamiliar weapon. I've got 2 different ways I can swing this thing. There's this side swing here, and there's the overhead swing. The overhead swing is a lot more powerful, but it rarely connects. My weapon use isn't that high, so my weapons rarely connect against tougher opponents. But sometimes I get an opening, like that. So if you're not familiar, this is actually a fan remake of the original For Glory II, which was done in 16 color EGA. Combat is a lot longer in this version and more difficult. Oh, I have to refuse to finish him off to become a paladin. But even if I did finish him off, he would be alive. But I don't become a paladin. It's now day 16. It's my last day in Shapir. So, first of all, the Enchantress Aziza requests my presence. See a silly clown there. The Prince of Persia. My escape key is not working. That's weird. What else is there? That's right. I need to go to the guild hall, because on day 16, Rakesh is willing to challenge me to combat. And I get points for taking him on. I will challenge him. But I don't have to actually beat him, I just have to fight him. So I just surrender the second combat starts, and I also need to fight Uhura too. Makes the most sense to do it when I'm already here for Rakesh. So that makes the two of them. So I'm gonna sleep until evening now, because night 16 is the final night. I don't know why my escape key is broken. I can skip through a lot of this text more quickly if escape key works right. Anyways, now that it is night 16, I'm actually gonna go out and pick a fight with a few monsters. 1, 2, Jackalman. 3 is not ideal, but I encountered him so quickly that I'm gonna just take it. So I need to fight Jackalman, and they can come in a pack of 1 or a pack of 5. 3 is like middle ground. 1 or 2 is ideal, but I'll take 3. Just because I never know how monster RNG is going to work out in my favor. Yet, they're not too bad on easy difficulty, but if I were playing on a harder difficulty, they would get closer and they'd start swarming me. I'd have to start kicking them away. They would become pretty difficult. So those are the Jackalmen. I'm gonna do a safety save here. Just 1, 2, and that is a ghoul. This monster's pretty dangerous. He uses magic a lot. He wasn't too bad in the EGA version, ouch. But here, yeah, a little acid, he can keep me away. I don't have any ranged attacks. Well, I mean, I have spells, but they won't hit. And he falls to pieces. But I can loot him for his claws. I get points for that. Jackalman, not what I want. There's actually one monster left, the Pterosaurus. He can wait. But now that I'm here, I'm gonna sleep here until morning. And then I warp back to my room because it's time to leave. Yeah, sleeping at the oasis like that skipped having to actually travel back to town. That's why I do night 16. But now that it's day 17, I am joining a caravan to go to Razir. Razir is basically under a tyrannical government. I'm gonna go there, figure out what's up, and be a hero. First, I'm joining a caravan. I've gotten a new Saurus as a gift. My old one was actually the Emir, enchanted and polymorphed. This new one is actually a Saurus. So, I normally, in my PB runs, like for the Pterosaurus to have been fought already, but since that hasn't happened yet, I actually get to show off a cool new thing in the VGA version that wasn't in the EGA version. More on that when I get there. Yeah, the caravan is now under siege by brigands. So that's gonna be a tough fight, right? Go get your popcorn, intermission. It's time to go out to the lobby. It's time to go out to the lobby. Oh, and I beat him off screen. Although my caravan is rather diminished at this point. Oh well. So here I am at the city of Brazier. Oh, the captain of the guards meets me at the gate. Ow, slaps me, leaves me with my visa. I'm gonna kill time, and then I'm gonna go talk to the proprietor of the inn here. He wants me to have a drink, so I'm gonna say, yeah, give me a beer. Go ahead, spike that thing. I'm gonna drink it on purpose because it passes time. And normally I would rest there and sleep immediately, but since I still have to kill a pterosaurus, now's the time to do it. Safety save. Oh wait, I gotta define a combat key first because my keyboard is weird. And then do another safety save. Yeah. That's not what I want. Load. That's what I want. Okay, this source, he can fight, and he kicks butt. Bonk. 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 Not a problem. And yeah, that's every monster I need. Yeah, I can't actually fight a scorpion there though. So I have to fight the scorpion and the night monsters back at Shapir. So it kind of means I've had bad luck if I have to fight the monster there, but it's cool to be able to show it off because the EGA version didn't properly code you Saurus in combat, so you don't get to see that. And then the guard's gonna arrest somebody to make a point. I don't know, dialogue's being all skipped here. But now that I'm on my way back, I'm being called for help here. And then this lady, she wants to leave the city disguised as me. So I give her a spare change of clothes that I happen to be carrying. There's a well-known Easter egg here that I don't use because it's rude to peep. And then she also wants my visa. Guess she doesn't take MasterCard or Discover. And then I'm gonna wait here 15 seconds, because after 15 seconds, a guard's gonna barge in and capture me. And like, there's things I can do, but it's really just faster to take this direct path to prison, because I'm gonna end up here anyways. So I'll be able to show my pin to this guy to show that I'm a friend, and then cast open on that door. I'm actually supposed to be able to bust that door open, but it seems like when I know magic, I'm no longer able to bust it. Must be some weird game coding stuff. But yeah, open spell helps there. I escaped from prison. You know, it was a literal cardboard cutout. Back on the streets, and oh no, I'm being enchanted. This guy is my friend, and I'm gonna help him do a bad thing. But skip that cutscene, whip out the mirror to open this door, because the moonlight needs to shine on the scorpion and the dragon. And that's gonna bring me to the Lost City. The fire elemental I captured earlier is gonna serve as a lamp. And oh, there's Prince Alexander. That's bad luck that I got an Easter egg. Maybe I should turn off silly clowns. Safety safe here because it's super easy to die. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I needed to crumble those rocks so that I can get through this room up here. Another safety save here. This fire room next can be dangerous. I take damage just being in here. Ow. And I step on stuff and it hurts. Jump. And then I go to the door. It says, speak the name of power. That's Suleiman bin Daud. And That treasure room is schmuck bait. This brings me to the statue of Iblis. Iblis was a powerful genie that once tried to take over the world. This bad guy's gonna release him. And me in my enchanted state, I was dumb. But that's okay. There's something here. A ring? Poof, what do you need? I need to know about wishes. And then I'm gonna make wish. I wish I was stronger. I wish I was better with my weapon. And I'm gonna make a safety save here. My health is in a bad way. And a little bit of stamina. Because this next part, this is endgame, and I need to be at tip-top shape for it. Poof, what do you need? Okay, so come in here, there are these palace guards. I use magic to bypass them. If I don't have magic, then I have to fight them, and that's going to take 2 to 3 minutes. I don't want to do that. This is the captain of the guard. This time, I have to fight him. There's a little scripted sequence here. My weapon's not going to connect here. I'm just going to keep poking, and he sounds exactly like Squidward. He disarms me. Now, I'm going to refuse to yield to him, and then when he gets mad, grab my weapon. But we're continuing with this scripted sequence. I gotta keep poking him. Keep poking. He keeps dodging. Come on, you. And I disarm him, but a paladin will not kill in cold blood, and I order him to get his weapon back. And now we fight for real. Ouch. He's basically like... He basically fights like the hero. He's gonna be a super tough fight. He's probably gonna block a whole bunch of my stuff. I'm basically looking... Oh. When I wished for strength, I learned a quadruple slash move. Quadruple slash never hits. I'm gonna be aiming to do a triple slash move so that I can always hit him with the third swing. He's blocking a whole lot of stuff right now. I'm almost done, dear. It's good if I can back him up like this, because if he starts dodging my stuff, I can follow up my swings and hit him. Yeah, it's always good to start swinging before he gets up, because then you can follow up and he has to dodge, and he'll almost always get hit by swing 3. And I'm actually kind of sad I have to do this fight on low skill level, because it is super fun when you ramp up the skill and he's just moving and dodging all about, and you're having to do something similar just to keep up. This fight's a lot faster in the EGA version. It's probably going to take me like 2 to 3 minutes just to beat him, but in the EGA version, it's 15 seconds. Yeah, the EGA version has combat go much more quickly. Almost got him. He's almost bam, he's dead. And yeah, I have to fight him for full points and to become a paladin. Safety save here, because I don't want to do that again. Boom, ouch. That door was trapped. And I'm going to push him over. Bam. Okay, I'm looking good already because I'm at 480 points. That's it, but we don't end time until after... We don't end time until I get the decision to become a paladin. So we've got this whole ending ceremony to go through before that happens. But yeah, I use the water elemental to restore the fountain in his ear. And then magic carpet comes in to fly me back to Shapir. And now we're having a ceremony in front of the Sultan, where everybody can praise my heroic deeds. So first the Kata are going to come up, and they're going to say, I got passing grades in chemistry, I know my elements. Then this guy's gonna come up and say, this guy totally didn't kill me. Then the Enchantress Aziza is gonna come up and she's gonna say, he hugged a tree. And then she's gonna come up and say that she takes Visa, not Discover. And then Thesaurus is gonna come up and I'm gonna know new ways to say words. And he's gonna know new ways to say words. As in, bam. And then the Sultan's gonna come up and he's gonna adopt me. But then after all that, he's gonna say, you get to be a paladin, bro. Time's coming up pretty soon. Time. Uh, 550 points. That's a valid run. And sub 42, that's not too bad. Oh, and they're allowing me to export my character to bring him into the next game. So if you've seen the schedule, you'll know that Mr. PR Miller is going to be doing the full 5-game series. He's going to be specifically using the import-export system. We have a category for that. Do all 5 games, 1 character, exported throughout the games. I'm really hoping to see Fighter 100% all 5 games someday. But yeah. So that's Quest for Glory 2. Now, I am about 5 minutes faster than the run I replaced, but I also see Ghost Skit and I see Ghost Skit preparing for his run. So I could cut stream now, or I could show off a bonus boss fight, but no, my time's good. I'm not gonna show off the bonus fight this time. Sorry, y'all. That's it. Way to be a hero. I'm gonna let these credits play out. Yeah, 3904 is not a bad time at all. As the moon moves slowly through the starry sky above the mountains in the desert of Shapir, our hero bids a fond adieu to his latest set of adventures and miserable puns. Where will the road lead next? But wait, there's more to come in the next thrilling saga of Quest for Glory by Laurie and Corey. Quest for Glory 3, Wages of War. No, Gigafrost. I do not believe that is a PB. I'm pretty sure my PB... Yeah, my PB is 3830. Anyways, that's it.